Hey guys, yours truly, Kevin Grace. I'm here in Tampa, Florida, a place where I used to hang out a lot, so I was familiar with the area. I want to tell you about the unaliving of a rapper named Julio Foolio. Yeah, that was his name. He was a rapper from Jacksonville, Florida. Duval! And no, I will not be going to Jacksonville to see where his final resting place is, which I believe is Edgewood Cemetery. But anyway, his real name was Charles Jones III, and he was here in Tampa on June 23rd of 2024, celebrating his 26th birthday. Unfortunately, I'm surprised that he made it as far as he did, because there were 2 other shooting attempts. Now, like a year or so before that, in Houston, at a hotel, he was shot. He survived. And then a year later, he got shot in the foot, and he survived. This time, he didn't survive. Now, he was affiliated with a gang called the 6 Block, and also the KTA gang, and they were beefing with another gang, and he did the type of rap music they call drill music, making fun of the rival gang members that have been killed or shot, and of course drugs. But you know, they would do it back and forth, and unfortunately it's sad to see that young black people are doing this stupid thing instead of coming together and making music to bring people together, not stuff being divisive. Anyway, he made the cardinal rule, the mistake: you do not post live. So they had been looking for him. So there were 4 men that wound up shooting him. Actually 3 masked men shooting him, and the one young lady that was part of the group, girlfriend of one of the accused shooters, her name was Alicia Andrews, 21 years old. She back in October was sentenced to, well, the sentence hadn't happened, but she was found guilty of manslaughter, not conspiracy, but manslaughter. Now, recently, back in January, they removed the judge because they said, the defense said that the judge seemed very hostile and body language, and it put out like the wrong vibe to the jury. So she will not be involved in the sentencing, and I'm pretty sure she won't be involved in the trial of the 4 men that are accused of doing the shooting. And they just started a jury selection for that, and just very sad situation. They got him on video going into the Airbnb with big duffel bags that you can see that assault weapons were in. They had the the driver, the Uber driver, testify, and what type of bags they had when they came back from Tampa going back to Jacksonville. So it's basically a shut down, locked case, and I doubt that Alicia will be able to even get a plea deal if she testifies against her boyfriend, who's the baby of her kid, who was born in jail when she was locked up. So that's a sad situation. But he was found with a gun that was associated with the shooting, and also I think the shell casings for when Julio Foolio got shot in the foot. So the guy had stuff laying around, I guess, in his car or whatever. But it's just a crazy situation. So I will put the video at the end of this. But Alicia, they said she was responsible as far as giving directions to where Julio Foolio was hanging out at and going to certain places. He had gone to a strip club on Nebraska Avenue, and then he'd gone to some other place. And the Airbnb where they were staying at, they got kicked out by the police because there were just too many people at the Airbnb. So that's why they were trying to get a hotel room. As I came in, you saw the video of the Home 2 Suites, which is by Hilton. And of course, I'm about to show you the Holiday Inn. So if you see the videos, the newscasters and all that stuff, you have the yellow tape. It's in front of here because that Malibu got shot up several times, 30 shots or so. And so you'll see the caution tape and all that stuff. So this is what it looks like live in the daytime. Down the street is the University of South Florida, and it's right off of right in front of me. It's Fowler Avenue, but it's right here. But I'm going to show you, the reason why I started it here is very windy outside, and also there was a water hose sprinkler spraying. So we'll go outside so you can see this. But anyway, the accused other men that are accused are Sean Guthright, who is Alicia's boyfriend, as he's being one of the triggermen, Davion Murphy, and a Rashad Murphy. Now, Rashad, I think he had given up to the police. There was a police standoff, and he wound up surrendering. But there's video of when the police went to arrest everyone. So it's a crazy situation of what happened here on June the 23rd. And you see there's a La Quinta over here as well. So in this parking lot, if you go the wrong way, you run into the dead end. And I think they were parked like right here, and then you see the car going out that way to try to get away. But if you go the wrong way, it's dead end. So I don't know, I think it was probably turned the other way, because if you came this way, you come right here on Fowler. So anyway, like I said, this was just a crazy situation because of beef and everything else. There's one video. I cannot show you the video because I'll get a copyright situation of Julio at a cemetery doing a diss track with some of the rival gang members that are killed. And so that kind of set things in motion that he was going to be gotten. But anyway, we'll take a walk down here too. So all this stuff happened. Now again, it's probably a little windy, but down this way is the University of South Florida. If you just happen to come here or not, I don't know. But like I said, this is a Holiday Inn, but things started off right in all this area. But man, can you imagine being a hotel guest? Now, when everything started happening, it was about 4:40 a.m. So a lot of guests, of course, were not out and all that stuff. Now, there were 3 other victims that were shot as well. But this is a crazy situation. You have the car coming through this whole area and going around, but the exit is down there going out, so that's an exit as well. But most of the action happened up here. But I will post to you the news videos and everything. But just a crazy situation. And if you like this video, please subscribe down below and feel free to comment about the shooting of rapper Julio Foolio, aka Charles Jones III. Alright guys, so this is the strip club where Julio Foolio and his entourage hung out and partied before they went to some other place as well. Located at 9700 Nebraska Avenues is a strip club called Teasers. Now, I Googled it and it was this strip club because there's 2 other strip clubs, one called the Pink Pussycat and the other one called Charlotte's. Both of them are straight up the street that way. One is right before you get to Fowler and the other one is on the other side of Fowler. So it said on the Instagram messages this was a particular location that he came to, so this is called Teasers. I'm not sure if this thing is open any longer or not, because on the marquee there's no thing saying, you know, hey, you know, whatever, the advertisement or whatever. And I don't know the other place where he went to party and got a guy over there waving. But yeah, over here on this marquee it doesn't say anything, so I don't know if this place is still open or not.
In the early morning hours of Sunday, June 23rd, Jacksonville rapper Charles Jones arrived at Teasers Gentlemen's Club in Tampa for a paid performance.
He's the gentleman wearing the red beanie hat.
That's Tampa Police Homicide Detective Juan Ramos identifying the rapper, known as Julio Foolio, in new surveillance video from the club's parking lot. Suspects Alicia Andrews, Isaiah Chance, and Sean Gathright watched this video in court Thursday, too. All 3 faced charges in Jones's death in what investigators say was an ongoing rival gang war. After leaving Teasers, the rapper went down the street to Truth 18 nightclub for an after party, posting on social media in live time.
This is the video here from his Instagram.
Surveillance video from outside that club shows how 2 suspect vehicles continued to follow Jones, just as they did at Teasers, and eventually to the Home 2 Suites near USF.
They're approaching the victim's position on foot.
Video from the hotel and a parked Tesla show 3 shooters firing several shots at the vehicle Jones was riding in, killing him. With video playing such a big role in this case, Gathwright's attorney pushed back.
Once again, there is no actual video or identifiable footage that shows that Mr. Gathwright was physically present at Home 2 Suites. Is that correct?
Correct.
The state presented a picture from Gathwright's cell phone taken one day after the murder, showing a bottle of Don Julio. The detective testified that, based on gang knowledge, this represents an insult to the rapper Julio Foolio. Here's Gathwright's attorney.
Were you able to ascertain if my client, Mr. Gathwright, was the one that actually purchased Don Julio?
No.
So anybody could have been at that club and purchased it?
Yes, of course.
In Tampa, Ariel Placencia, Fox 13 News.
A crime scene taking up this whole parking lot behind me. This is a Holiday Inn right across the street from USF. Here, 4 people were shot and so were 2 cars. Police say they are also now a part of the investigation. A birthday celebration that took a turn for the worst. Now cars filled with bullet holes are at the center of an investigation to find out why famous rapper Julio Foolio, who just turned 26, was shot dead early this morning.
At this point, it's part of the investigation, but it seems that they might have been coming here to the hotel to get a room.
After a social media post from Julio Foolio said he and his friends were kicked out of an Airbnb. They found themselves at this Holiday Inn where hotel guests like Jeremiah Claypool had to be escorted to and from their rooms post gunshots.
I only heard one. It woke me up, but apparently there were more than that.
Police say they got the call at 4:40 this morning. Julio Foolio, whose real name is Charles Jones, was confirmed dead at the scene while 3 other shooting victims were taken to the hospital. No one has been arrested in connection to this shooting.
You know, we always say it, but in cases like this, it really does make the difference. If you saw something, if you heard something, any little detail can help us figure out what happened here this morning.
For now, investigators will lean on federal agencies and work with hotel surveillance video to help determine how the shooting events took place. Also, interviews from witnesses like Claypool.
We're still going to stay. We're going to find another hotel.
As we continue to find out more information, be sure to download our free WFLA app for the latest updates. Reporting in Temple Terrace, Chloe Sparks.
Jacksonville rapper Julio Foolio came to Tampa last month to celebrate his birthday and was shot and killed that same night. Today, the Tampa police chief and the Jacksonville sheriff confirmed 5 people are now facing murder charges in what they say was a targeted gang-related killing. But a few of those suspects are still on the run. Fox 13's Ariel Placencia joins us live from TPD headquarters. Ariel, how many shooters were there?
Well, Linda, 3 shooters have been identified, and police at this hour are still searching for 2 of them. Both of them have documented gang ties. Now, investigators say they relied on surveillance video, cell phone logs, and license plate readers to identify 5 total suspects. 3 of them have already been arrested, and their arrests, as well as the shooting, were all caught on camera.
Appreciate everybody popping out for my birthday, you know what I'm saying?
On Saturday, June 22nd, Jacksonville rapper Charles Jones posted on Instagram, encouraging people to come out and celebrate his 26th birthday.
Tampa, Florida, man. You already got added to the pool party push up at 5:30, man.
But later that night, the rapper, also known as Julio Foolio, wrote that police shut his pool party down. So he moved the celebration and posted his locations on social media, where 2 rival gangs took notice, tracking and following Jones.
Surveillance video was critical in this investigation.
Around 4:40 a.m. Sunday morning, Tampa police said 5 individuals who had traveled from Jacksonville to Tampa carried out a targeted gang-related killing.
You can see the shooters are getting in position for their planned out murder.
Several different camera angles show 3 shooters moving around the parking lot of the Home 2 Suites near USF and firing several shots at a vehicle. The rapper, who was sitting in the front passenger seat, was shot and killed.
This is something that you would originally think you would see in a movie, but this isn't a movie. This is real life, and these are people's lives.
On Monday, Jones's mother called for the ongoing feud between her son's gang, 6 Block, and rival gangs, ATK and 1200, to end.
But I know that it won't stop, truthfully. But I would want it to stop.
One of the suspected shooters, Sean Gaithright, was arrested at a Jacksonville shopping center last month. And 21-year-old suspects Alicia Andrews and Isaiah Chance, an ATK gang member, were arrested at a home. All 3 are charged with premeditated first-degree murder.
Of course, as a mom, that's my only son. It's hard or whatever, but like I say, I'm glad that justice has prevailed.
Now, again, there were 3 total shooters. 1 has been arrested, and these are the other 2. 30-year-old Rashad Murphy on the left and 27-year-old Davion Murphy on the right. Both are wanted for murder, and if you have any information, give Tampa police a call. Now, the chief says that the feud between these rival gangs has been going on for a while, has been documented really for over a decade, and includes dozens of killings by and against both sides. Meanwhile, the Hillsborough State Attorney says that all 5 suspects are facing life in the Florida State Prison. Linda.
All right, Ariel Placencia reporting live for us. Thank you, Ariel.